Officers were called here today after multiple 911 calls to the area of a man in a wheelchair with a gun. The gun was displayed multiple times. Officers arrived, and as soon as the initial officer arrived on scene, he was met by a concerned citizen who stated the subject had a gun in his lap. Officers moved a little closer in his vehicle, did see a gun in the man's lap. He put that over the radio. At that time, the subject started up the ramp on the bridge, going away from the officer. The officer was a good 50 to 75 feet away from the subject with his rifle in hand. The subject then turned in his wheelchair, facing the officer, and began moving backward. At that time, the officer gave multiple commands for him to drop the gun. At that point, the subject raised the gun and pointed it at the officer. The officer fired, I believe, 6 rounds. Unfortunately, the subject is deceased, and the weapon that we have recovered was a Glock replica BB gun. Again, a seriously unfortunate incident that no one wants to be involved in. These cops don't want to be involved in these situations. The citizens here in this community, again, it's just it's a tragic incident. Take a few questions. We don't know that, if he's homeless or not. But again, I do want to say that this is a preliminary, very, very early on here. But that is the facts as we know them at this point.
You said that the person in the wheelchair had the gun on their lap and it was kind of being waved. Was it being pointed at anyone before?
Yes, we do have reports that he was in traffic and pointing the weapon at people in the roadway. I do want to give, again, this is multiple witnesses here that I don't think we have spoken to yet, so I want to give a phone number to ensure that if you have video or if you witnessed this event, that you're able to contact us. So I want to give you the number. Stand by. Okay, please call our APD Special Investigation Unit at 512-974-5032. That's 512-974-5032. If you have any information, any video, or you witnessed any of the events that surrounded this.
I was talking with some people here as they were passing, and they were kind of saying this is somewhat becoming an area of uprising gun violence, and they're seeing more in their neighborhoods. Wanting to see your opinions on that. Are you guys noticing more kind of gun activity here in this area?
I'm not sure about this specific area. Look, we've got some hotspot locations within the city, of course, that we're addressing through more visibility, some more crime strategies. So whether this is that area, I don't know about that.
Was the person known to law enforcement or at least to the area, like as far as like keeping a regular with the gun?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Was did the suspect again shots at the officer, or was it just?
No, he raised the gun and pointed it at the officers at that time. So I think it's important to recognize, one, that the officers are okay. The officer that arrived here is okay, and we need to address that. But again, very early, we will have a press conference next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, to speak more on this, to talk about more information that we find out. But as we know it today and right now, that's what we have. But
real quick, last Sunday we spoke about the body camera footage that you guys released about the traffic signal that turned into an officer-involved shooting as well. And you mentioned multiple times that this is something that no officer wants to be involved in. Do you have concerns about more of these officer-involved shootings happening? Are you seeing more of those happening across the city?
Well, I think it's unfortunate anytime. Again, and that is the truth. No officer comes to work and gets ready, puts his uniform on, walks out the door wanting to be involved in a officer-involved shooting. These take their toll mentally on these officers and what they go through here. But the thing is, to have a gun and pointed at you, that's the ramifications of that. So again, I think these are complex issues that absolutely occur in a matter of split seconds, and that's what these officers have to deal with on a daily basis. So I think that's it for questions. Again, we'll talk more on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll let you guys know when that's going to be. But thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.